Alright, got a few items to send out here. Let's see, we got a game, Tri-Omino's game, another game, a Robin figure, and a Let's Go Brandon shirt, and a Santa sack, and a Halo game. Alright. Already got the Halo game out. Already got our Santa sack. That's a vintage Santa sack. I don't know. Before Roses made a comeback, Roses was really big, you know, here in the 80s and 90s in North Carolina, and then they all but disappeared. But anyways, I picked this up at a local yard sale. The same one I picked up all that Department 56 stuff. I think I gave the guy $1 for it. And that's a Let's Go Brandon t-shirt. I had a local person make me some of those shirts. Here's our Red Robin Batman figure here. So we're gonna have to pack that up, set that up there. Then we have this Tri-Omino's game. I picked this game up on our trip to Washington DC. Got it from Goodwill. It was $1.99, and you can see Kohl's originally sold that thing for $20, and the buyer is paying $28.99 on that on Amazon. What else we got? We got two games down here in tote F. I'm gonna pull this all the way out, and it's the last two of our Immortals Phoenix Rising games. You see I have 4 on both of those. It means we had $4 in those. So I believe that's all of our items that we've got to pack up and ship. I got to put this back because my heater's blowing right on it. It's kind of hard to do this holding a GoPro. But anyways, we're gonna get it done either way. Alright, make sure I got everything. Yep, it's all that. And that's that. Oh yeah, I forgot. I had a item on Facebook Marketplace. I forgot all about that. See if I can pull that up. You know, sometimes I forget this, especially when I don't look at my phone. But try to get in here. See if I can find it right quick. Supposed to be in my messenger. Here we go. And sorry, trying to find it. I'm still learning this Facebook Marketplace thing. Anyways, now I've got to go back to the house because I actually have those in the house. I haven't brought them out here. I sold one person 8 of those locally this past week sometime. Guy, I guess he does a lot of installs, and he saw I had them for $5, and he bought them. Well, this person here just paid $7 on Facebook Marketplace, plus they're going to pay the shipping. So I'm gonna run in the house and get that, and then what I'm gonna do when it flashes back, I'm gonna try to get a video of me boxing all this stuff up so you can see the process. I mean, you would think you know the process, but I mean, you'll see what I have to go through to get all these packages out. And I may even go through the weighing and the thermal printer, printing everything out. The whole works, just so y'all can see how long it takes to package a few items up. I mean, we got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 if you count the TV bracket. So 8 items. How long does it take to pack them up and ship them out? I'll see y'all in a few minutes. Okay, maybe y'all can see what I got going on here. We're gonna start with our small items. We're gonna start with these games right here. And what I normally do with these games, I just take I take one piece of bubble wrap for each game. I lay it in there like so. Get me a piece of tape. Now I'm using clear tape for this because this is an Amazon item. I don't use any of my eBay tape on Amazon items. I don't want to confuse people. I don't want somebody ordering something on Amazon and then getting it with eBay tape, and they're like, what in the world's going on? So there's one of them. Pretty simple, right? There's the second one. I feel a little rushed because I'm on camera. Normally I take my time but still get it done. But I feel like I'm on a time clock with y'all watching me right now. But there's those two. They've got bubble wrap on them. Now, I probably should have already got this out, but I have these two bubble melters. These are 8.5 by 11, I do believe. And what I do is I just take and put it in like this. Push it all the way down. Peel that off. Double it over. And I'll put a piece of tape on this side just to cover that. What I'm doing is I'm covering that gap that's right there so nothing gets in here and rips it open. Odds are nothing would, but I'm not going to take a chance and have to refund somebody $25 for a game and then be out my $3 or $4 for shipping. But there's one, and it does not bother me to throw this thing around, because your carriers are going to throw this thing around. They're going to toss it. They're going to throw stuff on top of it. If you're if you're scared to do that with your package, it's not packaged good enough. So just telling you that these people are not easy with your items when they're shipped. It happens. People throw things across the room or in the back of a truck, and things get messed up. It happens. So here's our second one. I'm gonna throw a piece of tape on it on each side, just like we did before, just to make sure it doesn't bust open for some reason. And if anybody watching knows where I can get a tabletop tape dispenser for, I don't know, less than $25, because those things are ridiculously priced, please let me know, because I'm in the market for one. Then I'm going to come over here to my scale. I'm going to throw it up there. I'm pretty sure these are 4 ounces and 8 by 6 by 1. So I just write a 4 on it. And I'm pretty sure this, yep, 8, 6, and it's 1 inch. So 8, 6, and 1. So just write the same thing on the other one. I've done enough of these that it's already logged into the system every time I go to it. So I shouldn't have to do this, but I'm just going through the process to show y'all what I'm doing. Then I'll come and just stack it up over here, and then we'll move on to our next one. We got a couple more, small items, and we got this Let's Go Brandon shirt. So we're just gonna fold this thing up nice and neat, and we're gonna take and pull it in one of these small poly melters. This is about the same size. I can't remember exactly, but it's about the same size as those 8.5 by 11s. My wife picked these up for me a while back. Just something different than using a clear poly melter or a white one. Just a little something different. Maybe somebody remember your packaging and say, hey, I like the way that guy packaged up his stuff. I think I'll buy from him again. Never know. People are weird out there. And that thing works just like a bubble melter. Just peel and stick it, and then I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna put a little bit of tape on each end just to help keep it together. Another piece. Fold it over, and then I'm gonna go over to my scale, because I don't know what this one is. It's 7 ounces and 9 by 6 by 1, and we're just gonna write shirt on it, and I'll remember what it is when I go to print out my my packing. Let's see. Then I have the Santa sack. Got a feeling we can just do the same thing with this. I don't think it's gonna hurt it, so we're just gonna fold it over, and we're gonna stick it inside one of these little melters. Same thing. I mean, that's it. Just that. It's not going to get hurt. I mean, it's a plastic bag. I really don't see anybody hurting that unless they take a knife or something and cut through this package. But there you go. There's another one. That is 2.4 ounces, so we'll round it up to 3. 1071. I'm gonna just label that sack so I know what it is. Alright, now we'll move on to the little Red Robin Batman figure we got. I think what we'll do, put a layer of bubble wrap on this thing. I'll do it the same way I did the game or games. Just gonna line it up like that. We'll fold it over 4 ways. Just like that. Now comes the decision. Do I put it in a bubble mailer? That could get crushed pretty easy. Do I put it in a bubble mailer or do I put it in a box? Let's see if I got a box that'll fit. Let's see. Got one right here I think I can make work. Yep, fits in there. Nice and snug. It's a little bigger than I want, but that's alright. We're going to take a piece of tape over it. That's good enough because this is a very light item. We're going to stick it down in there. Now, I can Frankenbox this. I could cut it down, but I really don't know if there's any need in that. It's going to ship at a 6-ounce rate. There's really no need in me making this box any smaller. It's already going to be pretty cheap. It's going to be probably $4 or $5, if that. So we're just going to leave it like it is. Measure it. We got 6 ounces. 10 by 6. I'm gonna say by 3. Yep. 10, 6, 3. And I'm gonna just put Robin on it. This way I know when I go to print my labels out what I'm dealing with. Next up, we have this Tri-Ominoes game. Again, this is a game I picked up for $1.99. Picked that up at a Goodwill up in Washington, D.C. We were on a trip. And you see on the back of it, it says Kohl's $20. I'm going to take that off and try not to mess the plastic up on this thing. I don't have my glue gun out here, but see how easy that came off? Didn't hurt anything. Alright, throw that in the trash. Now, I am going to put this in a bubble mailer, but I am going to put 1 layer of bubble wrap on it. I think I've mentioned to y'all before, I buy all my bubble wrap from American Bubble Boy. Looks like it's going to take 2 pieces. But I buy all my bubble wrap from AmericanBubbleBoy.com. Not affiliated with them. You know, they don't pay me to tell you about them. I'm just passing it on because they have a great deal on some bubble wrap. I buy bubble wrap by, oh gosh, what is it? 700 feet? Is that right? I think it's 700 feet at the time. I can't remember, but they have like the cheapest bubble wrap shipped to your house that you can get, and you're gonna have that bubble wrap. I mean, mine gets here like within 2 days, but I'm gonna say I would give it 3 days. I think 3 days is about their longest shipping time, and I cannot for the life of them remember exactly where they're located, but if I think about it, I'll leave a link down to AmericanBubbleBoy.com. But if I don't, obviously y'all can just type that in, do a Google search on it, or Safari, or whatever you're working with. But I highly recommend them. They have other things. They have, you know, your pillows and stuff like that for packing. Now we're going to take, let's see how much this weighs. 12.4, so it's going to go first class. So we're just going to put it in a bubble mailer. And I'm running low on these green bubble mailers right now, these 8.5 by 11s, because of all the video games. I have 100 on the way, but I'm not going to have them for about 3 days. So I need to kind of use some other ones if I can. So I'm going to use some of my larger ones that I don't use all the time. I try to get this thing in here the long way, but it's not working with me. That's all right. We're going to put it in like that. Then we wrap it over, gives a little extra protection. Seal that down. There we go. Yep. We're going to put a little bit of tape on it, on the sides, just like we do everything else. Y'all, I'm probably being overprotective on this, but I really don't want somebody to send me a message and say they want a refund because their package got tore to pieces. But there you go. She's all packaged up. Now I can push it to one side, and then what I can do, it'll just give it a little bit more protection on that one side. I can roll this over. Hopefully this is getting picked up on the camera. Tried to put it where y'all could see all this. But then I'm going to tape that in place right there. Then what I'm going to do is just finish taping it down. That simple. And I'm just giving it, I mean, it's just a little bit more protection on that one side right there. You never know. That may be the side somebody drops it on by accident. Take a little extra. Right in there. There you go. All packaged up. Let's see. I'm going to guess that this weighs about 15 ounces. No, I'm off. 13.2. So we got to round that up to 14. It's going to be about 9 inches. About 5. About 3. So I'm just writing 953. And I'm going to just put tri on it because it's tri-aminos. Now, here's what we need to talk about. These items right here. This item right here weighs 2 pounds and 9 ounces. Now, that would cost a little bit to ship priority. It's probably going to cost a little more than I want it to. So I'm going to use this Regional Rate Box A. Anything I can fit in here is going to ship at a 2 pound rate. So it's over 2 pounds, but it's still going to ship as 2 pounds. I mean, even if I could fit some kind of dumbbells in here that weighed like 15 pounds, it's still going to ship as only 2 pounds. So I don't really need any kind of packing or anything for this. I mean, it's already packaged really well. I just need to get it inside this box. So these are, post office provided boxes. You order them online for free and they ship them to your house. I mean, they'll leave them right at your doorstep. But I will tell you this, they're free, but don't trust this adhesive on the end, y'all. Put some tape on it. I normally take and put some right across here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I put it right across there. Just seal it up, that way it's not coming loose. Even if it comes loose on one end, it's not going to come completely out. And we're just going to take, I might put a little something on that. I don't like how it's moving around so much in there. I'll use the last of this roll. Gonna have to open another roll tonight, it looks like. And the only reason I'm doing this is just to fill that void that's inside that box there. Just to keep it from bouncing up and down so much. That's all I'm doing. that in there. And even though it's moving around, it really shouldn't bother it. And I've got a little bit of space left in here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's about 1.5 inches in there left. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of this paper over here that I've got, and this is just old paper that I've kept out of other things that have come in, or I picked up at work from packages that come in. Just recycling what I can to save money, because I have a 1,200 foot long roll of craft paper, but I mean, you're gonna pay $35–40 for those big rolls. I mean, you don't want to have to constantly buy that, so I reuse anything I can find to pack these items up with. These things, the adhesive's not that great, but it really holds these these covers on the adhesive. I don't understand that. But sometimes you have to take a knife or something to get up under them. But see how that? Look at that. It popped right back open. I just sealed it, and it popped right back open. I don't know if these things get cold sometimes or what, but they don't hold worth anything. All right, and that was our marketplace, our Facebook marketplace item. So I really don't care if it's got eBay tape on it. Doesn't matter to me. But remember to measure it up. We still had to put measurements in, even though it doesn't, matter. It's 2 pounds and 15 ounces now that we put all that bubble wrap and stuff on it. And we can get our numbers right off of this box. It says right there that it's 13, 11, and 2.5, so we're around at 3. And I'm just going to put TV mount so I know what it is. Put that over there. Now this, let's see what it weighs. It weighs 15.6 ounces. Now that would round up to 16 ounces, which is a dollar, which is a pound. It's late at night, y'all. I'm sorry. $9.50 right now. But and yes, I did disclose this damage on this packaging right here on eBay, and somebody still bought it. But anyways, it's going to be over a pound once I put it in a box. So I know it's going to be priority mail, so I've already got me a priority mailer out. And this is not a flat rate box, so whatever the weight and all is on this is what I'm going to get charged for it. Probably wouldn't be any use in using a flat rate box on this, because it would actually cost me more. But this is an eBay item, so again, I'm going to use eBay tape on it. Pretty simple. I use that eBay tape whenever I can, because like I said, I can get, with my discount, I end up getting like 12 rolls for $6. It's kind of hard to beat that. Let's see how this fits in there. Yeah, it fits pretty good. Well, we're not even going to wrap it with bubble. We're just going to stick some paper in it. Use another piece of that I just had. Put it right there. Then we need a little bit down the side. So what these pieces right here are, these are pieces that come off the back of my my thermal labels. Every time I peel one off, I throw it in that box to the side there. And then I use it for packing also. Like, I'm just going to stuff it down this side in here to keep this thing from moving. I'm hoping y'all can see all this. Let me check right quick. Look at the camera. Yeah, maybe. It might be just a hair low. But there you go. I know the lights are probably wreaking havoc with my camera, and I'm sorry about that. But, because I don't know if it looks like that on YouTube, but in here I see like black horizontal lines. Look at that thing, pop right back loose. It says press firmly to seal, but it should say install tape, because it's coming loose. I don't know what their idea of firm is, but if I push it anymore, it's going to cave in, so it's kind of pointless. All right, we got all that done. Let's see how much it weighs. And we are 1 pound 6 ounces, and we'll get our measurements right here. It's going to be, we'll say 14 by 12 by 3, and we're just going to write Halo up there. All right, and that's all for packaging. So I'll cut out of this and I'll come right back and we'll do some labeling. All right, let's do some labeling. So what I normally do is I'll go to my orders and I'll come over here to my sheet, because we like to keep up with everything that we sell, so we know what price it sold at, what the fee was, how much it costs us to ship it. So I'm gonna start with, I have 2 Immortals games, so I'm gonna go ahead and write those down. And I know previously that they sell for $19.88. The fee on those is gonna be $4.78 each. Now normally it costs me about $3 to $4 to ship those. And then we have our Tri-Ominoes game, and it sold for $28.99. Now it doesn't show me the fee up here, so I'm gonna have to look that up later, but y'all get the idea. And then our Red Robin, he sold for $17.84, and I don't know the fee right now. I'll have to look that up later. But then we're gonna go over here to eBay, and we have our Brandon t-shirt. So I'm just gonna write Brandon shirt, and then we have our Santa sack, write that down. Then we have our Halo figure. I'll call it a figure, it's Mega Constructs, but I'll just call it a figure. And then I'll go back later. It's a little different on eBay, looking up what it sold for and all. I mean, I can tell you that Halo sold for $12, and then the buyer paid another $8.73 for shipping. The Santa sack sold for $9.50, and the buyer paid another almost $6 for that. And then the Let's Go Brandon t-shirt is sold for $17.40, and they paid almost $7 extra to ship that. Now all my items on Amazon, I'm having to pay the shipping on that, because most of these items are Prime items, so I'm paying the shipping. The customer's not paying for it. The only way the customer pays for it is if they want expedited shipping. If for some reason they want it faster than what I'm supposed to get it to them. Like if I'm supposed to get it to them in 3 days and they want it in 2, then they're gonna have to pay extra for that. So let's get started. We'll start with our Immortals games. So we're gonna pull that up. I'm gonna go to buy shipping, and then I'll go down, and it already says 8 by 6 by 1, and it says 4 ounces of each one of those. So I got both of those here. And one thing you got to pay attention to on Amazon is you got to pay attention to when it needs to be there. Like this first game can be there anytime between the 20th and the 27th. So it'll be no problem sending this thing first class. First class here is $3.52, and it says it will be there on the 20th. So I can get it there anytime from the 20th to 27th, but the cheapest I can ship it is $3.52. So I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to click buy shipping, and it's going to throw up a label for me. I'm going to look at it, make sure that's what I want, and then I hit enter, and it's going to print it out right here for me. And it's a cheap printer. I mean, I think I paid $55 for this printer. It's called a Fung Lam. I think I told y'all about that in the previous video. But it's working pretty good. I've tried it with the fan fold type labels, and I just got a 4-pack of 250 labels to a roll, and I've got a brand new roll in it right now, and I think that's the second one I printed off that roll, and it's working great. I'm gonna bring my box over here. This is just a box I'm going to throw up under my carport so the mail lady can pick it up tomorrow. And we're going to go down to our other game, since we already did one. This one says it has to be there between the 17th and the 21st. So we're going to click buy shipping, and let's see what it says. It says $3.42. It will be there on the 20th, so we're going to accept that. It's got to be there by the 21st. Now, not going to guarantee that it'll be there because it's that time of year, y'all. I'm going to look at my label, make sure it's what I want, and I'm going to click enter, print it. And remember, I'm taking these backings off of these thermal labels and sticking them down there. We're going to use them as packing later. It's free packing. Reuse, recycle, Use anything free you can. Just layer label it there. Guys, this is so much easier than what I was doing. I was having to take a sheet of paper, you know, in a regular printer, print it off. Then I would have to take scissors, cut all around it. Then I'd have to lay it down, pull a piece of tape. It would take 3 pieces of tape to pull across there. You know how much tape you waste on, you know, doing a 6-inch piece every time. 6-inch, 6-inch, 6-inch. I mean, we're talking 18 inches, 1.5 feet off of your roll every time you do that. Plus the time it takes to do it. I really would recommend you just get a thermal printer and be done with it. Next up, what we got here? We'll go ahead and do the triominoes. Here it is right here. This needs to be there between the 17th and 21st. So we got to put dimensions in for this because they're not in there. So I'm going to put in the 14 ounces, and then it is 9 by 5 by 3. Put that in. We'll see what it gives us. Alright, it says I can ship it first class. It should be there by the 20th, and I've got to the 21st. So I can do it for $5.57. So that's what I'm going to do. $5.57. Then I'm going to click buy shipping. My label looks good. I'm going to print it. And I see a lot of people doing batch labels. Y'all, I'm not ready for that yet. I'm not ready to do 20 labels at a time like some people do. I will forget what they go to in a heartbeat. I already mixed up 2 packages a couple weeks ago, and one of those, we just got it back yesterday, and I got it out to the correct buyer. Still have not heard from the buyer on eBay. And even though I've sent the correct one to them, I have not heard anything back from them about getting those 2 outlets, those Wi-Fi smart outlets that I sent. I really need those back because I'd like to send them to the person on Amazon that bought them. But I've already refunded his money, but I'm still going to send it to him if I get those outlets back. If I don't, there's nothing I can do about it. They were the last 2 I had in stock, so it is what it is. Now we're going to move on to our robin figure, our red robin here. It says it needs to be there by the 21st, so we're going to click buy shipping. And I got to put dimensions in all in. 6 ounces is what it weighs, and we got 10 by 6 by 3. Got to be there by the 21st. It says $3.81 for first class. I have no problem with that. So we're going to ship it like that. I try not to ship things that it says they're going to get there the day it has to be. I at least like to give it that 1-day window. I'd always like to have 2 days, but this time of year, who knows? This is my first time sending out items during Christmas because we just started this a few months ago, so I don't know how this is going to pan out. We'll see. I'm just trying to be as cautious as I can going through all this. Alright, so that's all we have on Amazon, so we're done with that. And let me check, make sure I don't have anything else. Alright, I still have one pending item, which is these guys right here. These JoJo Siwa shoes. They've been pending for like 48 hours now. And it still hasn't been fully paid for. Alright, next we're going to go to our Let's Go Brandon shirt. And we're on eBay. We're going to click purchase shipping label. This is shipped pretty darn cheap. And this, it doesn't matter when it gets there. Because, I mean, I just put up here that you know, I'm going to ship it out. And I ship an item like this, I ship next day. It's really light, takes me a few seconds to put together, so it doesn't bother me, you know, doing next day. If it was a large item I was shipping, like I have a Latham time clock that's a pretty big item and it weighs like 15 pounds. I may not have a box readily available. Most time I do, or I may not have time to do it. So I might have 2 or 3 day handling time on those. But just something to think about. You know, if I didn't have a job outside of this, everything would probably be next day shipping. This is 961 for dimensions. Let's see what it gives us. It says I can ship this item for $3.81, so that is what I'm going to do. It's going to be first class. So we're going to write down 381, same as that Red Robin was. And it's going to show me my label. As long as I like it, it's got the correct address, I can print it off. And these thermal labels stick to these poly mailers just as good as they do the bubble mailers. They stick to cardboard just as good. I probably should find a link to the ones I'm using right now, because they seem to be just as good as the ones that came with the printer. If I think about that, I'll add it down below in the description of the video. So maybe if y'all want to order these, you can. And we'll go back to my orders. Next up, what we got? We have our Santa sack. Where's he at? Right there. It's that really thin plastic bag. We'll ship it. Oh, and I forgot to mention, y'all might notice I now have a monitor up here. It's actually an Insignia TV. A lady on Facebook Marketplace posted up a picture. She had this TV here and a Blu-ray player, a Sony Blu-ray player, and she put them up for free. And I'm all about free dollars. I mean, $3 is great. I would pay that for a TV and a Blu-ray, but I'll pay $3 anytime. But I haven't even measured this thing. I don't even know what size it is. But y'all, it's a whole lot better than looking at an 11.6-inch screen on a Chromebook. So this thing is, get a good measurement here. Yep, it is 23 inches. I mean, we're talking twice what I was looking at on that Chromebook. The picture's not as clear as this Chromebook, but I can still take my finger and scroll here and watch it up there, or I can use the keyboard and move it. It's awesome. For $3, I'm all about it. For 3 ounces, we got 10 inches by 7 inches by 1. Let's see what it gives us. Looks like it's going to be $3.79. And I forgot to write TV mount down here, but there we go. So the Santa sack, $3.79. I'm gonna click purchase. As long as this looks good and it's going to Washington like it's supposed to be, I'm going to print it. Yep, Yakima, Washington. That's something to watch out for, y'all. Make sure your label, the address, is the same as what eBay's giving you. You don't want to ship it to the wrong place. I mean, computers have glitches. They mess up sometimes. Just make sure it's correct. Excuse me. Had some awesome pork chops earlier, y'all. That was good stuff. But it's not agreeing with me right now. Anyway, so we go back to our orders. And now we should be on the Halo figure. And, yep. And this is our Halo figure. I normally don't put items over here, but I'm just doing that so y'all can see what's going on. I'm going to click purchase. Normally I just leave them sitting over there so they don't get in the way over here. We got 1 pound. I have plugged in 1 pound 2. You know, I estimate everything as I'm doing it when I'm listing stuff, but sometimes I screw up. Like I had this at 12 by 11 by 3. It ended up 14 by 12 by 3, but it's really not gonna make a hill of beans. It's not gonna make much difference. I wasn't that far off. The buyer still paid enough to get this done. So we got 14 by 12 and 3 inches thick. And this is, I can do it USPS parcel select for $8.01. You know, well, I can't do that because, I can't do that because I've got it in this priority thing here. But now that says it would get there between the 16th and the 27th. So if I took it out of this box and put it in just a regular box that I have sitting around, it's going to cost me $8.01. And it's not going to get there until, it could be the 27th. Now, since I have it in this box, it's going to get there by the 21st, and it's going to cost me 4 cents less. don't ask me why. That's just how it works on eBay. It does say here that I'm getting a 12% discount on this priority package, so that's where it's at right there. I mean, you 12% of $8 package. I mean, that's like what, 96 cents. So getting a good discount on that. So we're gonna go down here and make sure we pick USPS priority mail, because if we do parcel select, the post office isn't gonna say that's okay. They're not gonna ship this item because it's in a priority box. So just be aware, when you put it in a priority box, it's got to go priority. You have to pay that fee. If you were to walk in and ship this in this box, it's going to cost you about $9, maybe just a hair over $9. But because I'm shipping off of eBay, I'm getting that 12% discount. So we're going to purchase this. That's $7.97 is what that cost. And make sure it's going to Maryland like it's supposed to be. My wife offered to come out here and help me do this, but I told her I was gonna make a video, and she said, "Nope, not going out there." She does not want to be on camera, y'all. I mean, I understand. I mean, some people just don't want to be on camera, but and plus, you know, we've been under quarantine this whole time, and now I'm pretty sure that, you know, we're coming out of quarantine, and now she's got pink eye. You know, she had a stomach virus before. When the stomach virus is over, she developed pink eye. So maybe that's just, I don't know. Maybe that's just what happens every time she has some sort of virus or something. But let me see if I can find this thing on Marketplace here, so we can ship this out. Why is it not showing my sold item? It's showing that somebody has bought it, but it is not showing that I can ship it. What in the world? Alright, view order. There we go. Alright. It says it's going to Kentucky. Facebook is paying $9.25 of the shipping for this. I don't know what kind of deal Facebook Marketplace has got going on right now, but everything I've sold up there, they have paid the shipping. The shipping's not costing me anything on these. So I'm selling it for $7, and it says they're going to charge the tax for it. There's a selling fee of 40 cents. So I'm going to get $6.60. And the shipping's not going to cost me a dime. How awesome is that? I don't know how long that's gonna last. If that's just something they're doing right now, I need to look into it. It may just be something they're doing to get people to start selling more up there. It may just be an incentive. I really haven't looked into it. I'm just grateful that they're doing it. So I need to create a shipping label. And yes, it's gonna ask me to verify my address, my email, and everything. I'm gonna click create shipping label. I hope this isn't boring y'all, but this is part of the process. And I'm still learning Facebook Marketplace, so you're just gonna have to bear with me. And I'm also using what feels like primitive technology here, because I'm using my phone as a hotspot to use my Chromebook out here. Where I live, I'm out in the country, y'all, and I'm about, let's see, there's one town this way that it takes me about 8 or 9 minutes to get there. And the town where I work at is about 20 minutes away. And 2 roads over, there's cable internet. If I leave here and go about a mile from here, you can get really good DSL service. But where I'm at, the DSL service here is only like 1.5 meg at the best. It's terrible. I had it, it sucked, I got rid of it. We have unlimited data on our phones. We watch TV on our phones, on our TV with our phones as hotspots. Anything my youngin does on Chromebook for school, anything my wife does for work, we get anywhere from 5 meg up to almost 30 meg download, and this is from US Cellular. US Cellular's not that great. AT&T's better here, but we can't get the unlimited data that we've got with this grandfathered package here. And we've had this package for like 20 years now. If we ever got rid of it, they wouldn't give it back to us. But I've got my label here. They're doing priority mail 2-day shipping on this. They're paying for it. It's not costing me anything. I told y'all a while ago, I got a free Blu-ray player and this monitor for $3. These people are giving me shipping for $3. I'm all about it. We're going to print that label off. See, label looks pretty much like any other one. Came from Facebook Marketplace, but it's still a priority mail label. And you know, we didn't even have to put that in a Rate A box. We could have put that in just about anything. Wouldn't have mattered. Stick that up there. And that is all of our packages for right now. And before I go back in the house, I'm going to have to look in here and make sure that nothing else sold while we were goofing off in here. So I'm going to check Amazon. I'm going to refresh that. I have nothing unshipped. I haven't heard my phone ding or anything, so I don't think we've sold anything else. But make sure I write down that shipping was free. And also, something I didn't mention, that Sony Blu-ray player that she was giving away for free, I tested it about an hour ago, and that thing works. The remote that came with it works, but the back cover for the batteries is gone. Y'all, I'm gonna try to list that thing for about $20, $25 plus the buyer to pay shipping on eBay, and we're gonna see how that goes. It may sell, it may not, but you know what? I got the thing for free, and I'm gonna try my best to sell it, and we'll see what happens. I'll update y'all if it sells. But thanks for stopping by. Hope y'all learned something, or at least you got to see how long it took to just box up and ship out 8 items. I also have to go in here and set up a pickup for USPS for tomorrow. It's very simple to do. All I got to do is log into USPS and just plug in the weight, total weight and total number of packages, and they're going to pick it up. When you do that, you have up to midnight to go and modify that. So if I had 3 more items sell before then, I could go in before midnight. I could go in and add 3 items plus whatever the weight is, and they'll know that that's what they're picking up. But now it doesn't matter how many items you have sold after that, because I'm liable to wake up at, say, I don't know, I could wake up at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning and I could have 5 or 6 more items to ship. And as long as I get out here and I get them packaged up and I get them in this box that I've got down here on the floor that's gonna be under my carport, the mail lady, she's gonna pick them up. And it doesn't matter if I put 20 more out there, she's gonna pick them all up. I do have some video footage. I'll probably put in another video of where my mail lady the other day, I think it was yesterday, I had 46 packages. I was scheduled for like 24 packages, but it was the weekend, y'all, and for some reason on Friday nights and Sunday nights, people spend money on eBay and Amazon, mostly Amazon. But anyway, she picked up 46 items. I felt so bad for her. She had to move so many totes around in her car. She had to put some of mine in, take them back out, put them back in. She may have been here for 15 minutes, but I caught it all on my surveillance cameras. I have like 6 or 7 cameras around the house, and it's all DVR'd. And I'm about to rearrange one so it's pointing more out here. And I may even put some out here on this place because there's a lot of money in here. But yeah, I may put that video up later so y'all can see what my poor post office lady has to do. She lives, you know, we're in a rural area and a lot of people know each other out here. She lives maybe 3 miles from me. Her husband's a farmer. She's been mail lady about all the time I can remember. But I keep telling her I'm sorry. My little girl leaves her waters and candy bars and stuff all the time. And, you know, we love her to death. She's a good lady. But I feel bad for her when she's got to move all that stuff like that. But I'm very appreciative because she's helping us make a lot of money. But anyways, if y'all like the content, please leave a thumbs up down below. If you want to see more of the content, please click the notification bell, subscribe down there. And if you want to share it with somebody. It'll help my channel out, and it'll help some people learn how to do these things. And until next time, I'll see y'all later.